How's it going, guys? You tuned into another episode of The Breakdown. This is Monday Breakdown. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. And as usual, we're just going to go through the trades that we've taken today, go through the normal 4 pairs, and we're going to see how the day went, just to give you a little bit of an insight on what we did for today. So today was a little bit of a roller coaster. There was quite a few break-evens, a few losses. But yeah, I'm gonna run you through it, and we're gonna see what happened, because it's a little bit of a roller coaster today. So let's check it out and see. So we're gonna start off with GBPAUD as normal. And what happened on GBP today? So we anticipated, this is what we anticipated first, was that price was either going to test this level, because we've already tested this level from here already. I wasn't looking to go for another sell, so we were anticipating a break retest for a buy of this level if we got the break to head up to this blue zone, to then potentially head to this red zone. Maybe not all happened today, but that's what we was anticipating. And if price was to pull back, then we was anticipating a bounce, then a break retest from this blue zone for price to head down to the lower level for a buy from our green zone. And what actually happened was we saw price started to make its way along the 50 EMA, started to push down, and then we saw price just have a strong push to the downside. So we got triggered in on this area just here. As we can see, price just closed below. Let me get this arrow out of the way. So price just closed below my pit stop area there. And like I said before, one of my rules is, if price isn't bouncing from that level and it closes below or above our certain area, our entry area, then that's where I'm looking to get out and just see what price does after that. And maybe I was a little bit too eager on this area, because I did get in on the immediate retest straight away, and we ended up breaking even on both of these trades. So you can see price came, it tested, it did push up for about 25 pips, 26 pips or so, and then stormed back down. So yeah, both trades were out at break even. We can see price retested this area again, getting us out on break even on the sell and the immediate retest. I mean, I was definitely too eager on that. I should have just waited and got in on the clearer immediate retest, which was here. Because after that, what we saw was price, then test, and then a huge drop. And now price is just having a little bit of a pullback to potentially make a next drop down to our green zone. So we'll see how that develops overnight and potentially catch that tomorrow. But yeah, 2 break-even trades on GBPAUD. Nothing much on that today, so let's keep it moving. Next pair is GBP New Zealand dollar, and same for this level. We was actually anticipating for this level, because it was the break retest, so I was anticipating the sell from this level. As you can see, my pending is still there. I'm gonna get rid of that now, because in fact, I'm gonna leave that there and just maybe we can get that later. But yeah, anticipated the sell from here, and then for price to test this level for a break retest sell, and then potentially push down to our lower blue zone to test this area here for a bounce, and then break retest if price continues with its weakness. So what actually happened was we saw price have a strong drop. There must have been some fundamental news throughout the day here, throughout the day in the morning, that happened just here, and just broke straight through this level. So just as we was anticipating the break retest from here, and we saw that price was pushing to the downside, and then we had a strong bullish push to the upside just straight after that. Did we get broken? Yeah, so price did break above that level there. So I was thinking potentially price was maybe wanting to push to these higher zones and maybe trigger our sell. But what we saw from here was price did retest and then made a nice drop to the downside, unfortunately without us, and then now headed down to that blue zone, tested for a bounce, which is where we triggered, and then now is currently just moving around this area here. So the lower blue zone has nearly done 50 pips. Let's call it 45 for now. We'll see if we can hit that 50 pip mark by the end of tonight. But we broke even on this one just because price did close above and showed us a little bit of uncertainty within this area. So yeah, break even, 45 pips. We'll see how that runs and how that finishes by tonight. Moving on to the next pair is going to be GBPJPY. So what we saw on this was, well, what we anticipated was that price was going to break, retest this blue zone for a buy, to then head up to this higher blue zone of 139.320 for a bounce, then potential break, retest to head up to our red zone. And if price was too weak, then we was anticipating the price to come and test this level for a bounce. Because it's broken out of this bearish momentum here, I was expecting a bounce from here and then for price to head up to this blue zone area to at least give us a nice 80 pips or so from there. And what happened was we saw that price came down, came very close to testing our buy area. Didn't quite get there, and I think the reason why it didn't get there is because of this lower resistance level just here. We can see spot on price tapped that area and then it made a move to the up. So yeah, a bit of a bummer, but it fucking happens, man. 100 pip miss out. It happens. But yep, after that we got in, price broke that higher blue zone, so we got in for the retest, and then price actually just decided to turn back and fold to the downside from there, giving us a loss from this area here for 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pip loss on that one, and then we can see price is now just doing its thing, moving sideways through this zone here for see what it wants to do. So yeah, not the best, but let's keep it moving. And our last pair, as usual, is going to be gold, and let's see what happened on gold. So what we saw was, well, I keep saying what we saw. What we anticipated was price to potentially break this level here and go for the retest for the buy to head up to our higher red sell zone, or price was going to potentially come down and test this blue zone area for a buy, for a second touch buy. I thought that was going to be quite a good area because we are moving up in this bullish momentum, this bullish trend. We've got our trend line, we're above our trend line, and we also do have the 50 EMA there as well. So I thought this is going to be quite a sweet area for us to catch some pips. So yeah, that kind of didn't play out the way I wanted to because fundamentals did kick in. So let me just show you. So we had a test from this higher blue zone, and then from there price just stormed all the way down. So you can see, I mean, if we would have taken this trade here and if we was anticipating this area, which we definitely wasn't, because I wasn't looking to take a sell in this upward movement, upward trend of price, I was just looking for that retest buy to continue the trend. But you can see fundamentals kicked in. We had a 300 pip drop from there. Our buy from here hit stop loss automatic, it was near enough straight away. Our buy from here hit stop loss, and then we had a retest of this zone. So this zone actually did retest, and then it did do over 50 pips just before it closed above, and I'll show you that on the 1 minute just briefly if I can find it. Oh man, just give me a second, guys. Let me just find this area. So yep, just here. So the arrows are a little bit out of proportion because I've changed the time frame, but just this area here is where we would have been triggered in, and price did move for about 68 pips. So yeah, we did hit our target for 50 pips, and then price came back up and broke above. So let me just sort that out. Yeah, it came back up and then broke above, and then it came up to this level for the retest of this blue zone, which was, I thought was going to be a pretty good area considering we've broken out of this bullish momentum, and we went for it, and then price closed above, retested, getting us out of break even on that level there. So yeah, now price is currently testing this higher blue zone and it's just doing its thing for a little bit, so I'm not sure what price wants to do from here. Gonna reanalyze and then send some fresh charts in the morning and see what we can catch. So overall, not the best day, bit of a shit one, but is what it is. Gold gave us a little beat down, fucking punch in the face, little bitch, but it is what it is. We have these days sometimes and we just got to keep moving, keep flowing, keep growing, and don't let these days like this don't let starts to the week like this get us down. We just got to keep going. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Take it easy, guys.